Hey, we're back with a video. Finally, it's Milton Daily Homes. My name is Chuck. We have 12 properties today, and I'm glad to have you with us. If you're just joining us for the first time or close to the first time, what we do here on Daily Homes is we show you everything that's listed in the last 24 hours, and we add interpretation and things that maybe you just can't see from the MLS listing that come from just the experience. We talk about zoning, we talk about previous sales, anything that would be helpful for you. And if you feel like that advice would be helpful when you're searching for a home, you can always reach out to us and ask for help. So we're starting off with this one on 100 Millside, number 1404. It was actually selling privately for a little while at a higher price, and then when they put it on MLS, there's another one in the building that's for sale. It's just got an offer, and so this one is at $239, same price as the other listing. There's not a whole lot of stuff in here. There's kind of a broken cabinet up top here. They have done some decent renos. The counter looks good in the kitchen. There's some pot lights. It faces the north side of the building, and so you get a view. This is some of the common areas here. There's the pool, there's a sauna, there's nice gardens around the building, but you're either facing the other stuff at Millside, and you can kind of see Mill Pond from here. There's other buildings on the north side, and you get the sunsets here, or you get most of the sunny days on the south side, and you get that full panorama of the CN Tower all the way to the escarpment on the south. So I tend to like the south. You'll notice if you go in this building, the south tends to have a lot more window coverings because it can really boil in there if you're not covering your windows during the day. Anyway, I think this one is priced pretty well, given what they have. They have some nice finishes. What's not really in here that you didn't see as much is the bathroom has had some work done on it as well. Heslop number 29 is at $299. The story for condo towns seems to be that if you're half decent on upgrades, you're around $300. If you're really nice or really big, or you have something like end unit, extra parking, then you're into the 300s. And if you're a little bit more original condition, then you're looking somewhere probably in the 275 to 300. Unless you've got electric baseboard, and some of the things like if you've got surface parking but not a garage, those things will all tend to push that number down. They probably start, there's not many that sell for less than $250 these days. So this one seems like it's fair. It's got some renovations. It's a pretty good complex. The maintenance fees are a little bit higher than some of the other condo towns that we see. And you're not really getting anything like an in-ground pool, which isn't that common. There's only a couple of them that have that. Overall, I'd say they price pretty well. Marks is $389, and I didn't check and see if this one is holding back on offers. The last one to do it basically was listed at $375. It sold for $30,000 over asking, which is where it probably should have been, in the low fours anyway. So I haven't seen the pictures inside. It's got hardwood floors on the main. We just sold the same model of this home, 1370 square feet. You can look it up. It's called a Madame Emery. You can look it up on Google. And we just sold one in the 410 to 420 range. So there's, you know, $389 is really, really low. If they're not holding back on offers, I would almost make an offer on this sight unseen, basically. That's how much of a deal it is. Even if there was problems with water or something, I mean, the price is so low, you could almost fix it and still be profitable. What I'm saying is it's a good deal. So Faro Point is $389. It's corners, so it's 1353 square feet. There's not a lot of upgrades in this one. I would say that I feel like the price is a little bit high compared to what else has sold for that model, and then also for the village towns. Hamilton is at $399 too. We have seen this model creep kind of close to this. It's 1130 square feet. There's only one full bathroom upstairs, garage access through the kitchen, and the rooms are nice size. The master even has a walk-in closet with a window. There's your basement down there, and it's a reasonably quiet street too. So all in all, this one looks like it's within range. It's getting hard to find those townhouses under $400,000 with a finished basement. Gollins is $437,780, and it says 1,700 square feet of living space. I would verify that. I would ask for floor plans. I always thought this model was a little bit smaller. Crown moldings through what looks like half of the upstairs, or actually just the master, and then most of the main floor. So normally when it says finished living space, it includes the basement. I don't believe the basement's finished on this one, and you may have a bit of privacy there, but then also if you've got, if you have kids, the neighbors have kids, this could be a nice little arrangement right here where it's actually a little bit more open. Anyway, it seems a little bit high. We've had a couple models that are even 15. One just sold over on Bustle and was, I think it was like 1580, or Bonin was the street, 1580 square feet. It sold at like 404. So, not that much difference in size, but they're asking 35,000 more than that. McKay Crescent is a Wyndham corner. It's around 1850 square feet, hardwood floors. Looks like it's very clean and tidy. Here's a very subtle thing that I think is very nice here. So you've got, between the family room and the dining room, they've got a little pass-through window because these are separate rooms, and it just creates a more open feeling. You're going to get more light in the dining room coming from this side. That was a smart move, and it wasn't the standard choice by the builder. And you've got nice pickets. The home is kept really well. The last part of this list finishes really strong. We've got this one on Trudeau here. $529. It's a 4-bedroom Lindsay model, plus it looks like there's 2 bedrooms downstairs, and hardwood throughout both levels. It would have been nice to show the finished basement. I think that would have made a big difference in perception value, but there is a virtual tour here, and potentially you might be able to do 2 cars side by side in the driveway, and it does face Trudeau Park as well, which I think is a very positive feature. Or at $488, I think it does. If it doesn't, it's not far from that big Trudeau Park. Costigan, 2,400 square feet, and they say it's 2,400. I think this one's a little bit bigger. I think this is the same model that sold recently. It was on Laurier. It was 1080 Laurier. It sold earlier this year, and it was over 600,000. It was more upgrades, and they actually probably could have done a little bit better than what they sold for, but I know they were in a hurry. Anyway, long story short, it seems like it's fair value for the size of this home and for the finishes. It is hard to sell a vacant house. So if you look at, there are photographers out there that will actually virtually stage the house and give you a perception of what it would look like. So you think about a picture like this compared to that, which one's more compelling? Obviously having furniture in here is, so this is not real furniture, this is virtually staged. I actually think it looks really good. And what we do in a virtual tour, just for authenticity, is we would obviously have both pictures there so people can see what it is and also what it could be. Cochrane looks very nice. This home is, there's been a couple this week that have been better than model home quality, at least from the pictures. You've got your hand-scraped hardwood, your waffle ceiling. You've got your mission-style doors here, a nice high 8-foot door. Lots of extra pantry space, lots of woodwork here. And actually, we've seen homes this size. It says nearly 3,000 square feet. It's not 3,000, but honestly, we've seen high sixes is filled with half decent homes. And when you think about what they've invested in this one, I mean, the lights and the laundry room and everything else, I think this one's going to sell probably within a couple days. Jump all over it. It's very nice. The outside's nice with the stucco. Wet loft is $749, so we're $30,000 above. We're around the same size, a little bit smaller, but what you have is the Greenspace on this one. Again, a more modern look to it. Nice finishes here, no complaints. And if this one didn't follow the previous one, I would say, hey, we're rocking here. I would take the previous one. You don't get the Greenspace with it. And then the last one here is McLaughlin, and so we're $808, $999. We are a couple hundred square feet bigger than the last two. You're also priced at $65,000 above. So here's the thing. We're adjusting at about $75 to $100 a square foot in terms of value. So a home that's 200 or 300 square feet larger might adjust it between $15,000 and $25,000. It just simple. It's not a hard and fast rule of thumb, but it's something quick that you can go, okay, if we're moving up a little bit on size, that's how we can adjust for value. Nice finishes in here. You've got the Greenspace behind. I think this one probably is shooting a little bit high in the 800s. I'd expect to see it probably in the high 7s. It would probably be more likely to sell there. but it is a very nice home. So that's the list, 12 listings. If you have any questions, let us know. Or if you want research on any of these homes, we could definitely, well, you have two options. You can ask us, or you can get weekly updates about the sales in Milton, the real sales categorized by house price type, and you go to miltonpricereport.com and you can request that too. So it's free. There's no cost to get that, and you'll be on a list of maybe 700 or 800 people that get it every month and every week with the new listing. So have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.